The Dyatlov Pass Incident is one of the 20th century's most enduring mysteries, marked by unexplained deaths, mysterious circumstances, and a plethora of theories that range from the plausible to the fantastical. Named after the group's leader, Igor Dyatlov, this incident is a chilling tale of adventure turned tragedy, where 9 experienced hikers met unexplained deaths in February 1959. In January 1959, a group of 10 experienced hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, embarked on a ski trek across the northern Ural Mountains in the Soviet Union. Their goal was to reach Ototen, a mountain in the area. The group consisted of 8 men and 2 women, all of whom were students or graduates of the Ural Polytechnical Institute, now Ural Federal University. Initially, the Dyatlov Pass expedition consisted of 10 members when they started their journey. However, one of the members, Yuri Yudin, fell ill and left the group, returning home before the incident occurred. All of them were experienced in long ski tours and mountain expeditions. Their goal was to reach Otorten Mountain and return, a trek that was expected to elevate their mountaineering certification to Grade 3, the highest in the Soviet Union at the time. On February 1st, the group set up camp on the slopes of Kolatsyakhl, which means Dead Mountain in the Mansi language. Not far from their target destination, it was their last campsite. When the team failed to check in by telegram as planned, initial concerns were dismissed, given the unpredictable nature of such expeditions. However, as days turned into weeks with no word, a search operation was launched. The search team discovered the group's tent on February 26th, abandoned and slashed open from the inside. Inside, they found the hikers' belongings and shoes, suggesting a sudden and frantic departure. Around the campsite, investigators found footprints leading away from the tent, but these tracks were lost to the snow. The bodies of the first victims were found near the remains of a makeshift fire under a cedar tree at the forest's edge, dressed only in their underwear. 3 more bodies were found between the tent and the tree, positioned as if they were trying to return to the camp. The last 4 hikers were discovered months later, buried under 4 meters of snow in a ravine, with injuries that baffled investigators. The condition of the bodies raised more questions than answers. While hypothermia was deemed the cause of death for the hikers found outside the ravine, the 4 in the ravine had suffered traumatic injuries. 1 person had a major skull fracture, and 2 more had chest fractures, comparable to the force of a car crash. Yet there were no external wounds. One of the girls was also missing her tongue, an aspect of the case that has led to much speculation and horror. Over the years, numerous theories have been proposed to explain the Dyatlov Pass incident, ranging from the plausible to the bizarre. The most widely accepted explanation suggests an avalanche caught the group by surprise, forcing them to cut their way out of the tent and flee into the night inadequately dressed. However, skeptics point out the lack of direct evidence of an avalanche having occurred. Another theory suggests that a rare natural phenomenon called a Kármán vortex street could have produced infrasound capable of inducing panic attacks in the hikers, driving them to flee the tent in a state of irrational fear. Some speculate that the group might have been accidentally killed by Soviet military tests, citing the mysterious orange spheres seen in the sky by other witnesses in the area around the time of the incident. Early on, suspicion fell on the local Mansi people, but this theory was quickly dismissed due to the lack of evidence and the nature of the injuries, which could not have been caused by human hands. The more outlandish theories include attacks by yetis or extraterrestrial encounters, fueled by the strange circumstances and the hikers' inexplicable behavior. Despite numerous investigations, including a recent one in 2019 that suggested a small avalanche Combined with hypothermia as the most likely explanation, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains shrouded in mystery. The lack of definitive evidence and the strange circumstances surrounding the deaths continue to fuel speculation and interest. As we continue to seek answers, the memory of those 9 hikers endures, a haunting legacy that remains as chilling and compelling as the mountain winds that swept through their final campsite on that fateful winter night.